Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am gonna share some big news with you, and sorry, I am still sick and I do not feel well. But I have some big news that I'm like half excited about, half like, oh my gosh, I don't know. This is weird and kind of crazy because by making this purchase also means a lot of decisions have been made about the future. Short-term future. So yeah, let's just get to it and I'll show you guys what the big news is. All right, we just purchased my new vehicle. And by new, I mean new to me. It's pretty much the cheapest vehicle we can find with the lowest mileage that we can find. And it's a truck, so I get to haul furniture. Yeah. This is interesting. I'll show you guys in a little bit. So you are looking at right now Alli's new truck. It's the cheapest thing I could find for the best kind of like mileage and ability to haul furniture and do what I love to do. It's a piece of crap, but now it's my piece of crap. And there's a few things that we had to fix on it. Fixing the blinkers because they turn on but they don't blink. So we just needed to fix the relay box. Okay guys, I'm in my new truck. I'm sorry, I'm still pretty sick, and as you can, oh my gosh, you can hear this noise in this truck. Yeah, this truck is a solid piece of shite. Let's just say that. It's a rust bucket with, I need to fix the brakes because the anti-lock brakes or whatever thingy goes on when it doesn't need to go on. So that will be fixed hopefully this week. Just fixed the blinkers on it. The relay box or whatever was not working. So we fixed that just like a few minutes ago. And I can show you guys the outside of this truck, but let me tell you, it's a piece of crap. It's the cheapest thing I could find. And it's funny because it's lucky that it's the cheapest thing I could find that it was a truck, because that means I can like haul furniture and hopefully someday I don't have to drive a piece of crap. But this is all I can afford, really. Barely can afford this. And I still have to put some money into it for the brakes, like I said. I needed a car or a vehicle, but everything is so expensive. This is lucky for me to get this. And they gave me all new tires in the back. But it's just frustrating that the amount of money I spent on this, and this is the best you can get. This is the lowest mileage that I could probably find for the price range that I was in. And let's just say it's a piece of crap. I'm so upset with myself for selling my car before I went to Portugal, because it was paid off. It didn't have AC. My other car didn't have AC, but it was paid off. It ran fine. It was a good car, and I sold it for crap because I was trying to get to Portugal, and I was just like, my parents didn't want to deal with selling it for me. They didn't want to deal with having it in their driveway, so I sold it, and I had to do it quick because it was like, I think a week before I left, or 2 weeks before I left or something like that. So I sold it for dirt cheap, and I'm so upset with myself, to be honest. Well, I'm trying not to blame myself because I was all in for Portugal. Like all in. I get rid of everything I had, gave up every freedom I had, gave up my car, gave up just everything. I gave up everything because I was like, no matter what, I'm gonna make this work in Portugal. I'm so excited to start a life with that person and make it work and just do whatever it takes, because I thought that person was like gonna be there for me, take care of me, and be by my side 24/7, like help me through everything I was going through. And I was going through a lot already besides before even going to Portugal. So I was all in. That's why I sold my car. I know that I'm gonna get some people saying, you're so stupid for selling your car. You only stayed there for a month and a half and you came back and you should have kept your car. I know. Trust me, I know I should have kept my car. I just had so much faith into the relationship I was in and so much faith into us doing whatever it takes to make it work. I didn't think it was gonna go the way it went. So that sucks, but whatever. Let's just try to be positive. It's the story of my life this year, I guess. Trying to stay positive. Yeah. Anyways, so we got a truck. I'll show you guys the outside. Hey guys, so okay, I kind of got ready a little bit. Thought it might help me feel better. Still feeling like crap, but anyways, I just wanted to come on here and kind of discuss or like mention why this might be a bittersweet good news for me. It's good news because I needed a car or a vehicle, and it also is a vehicle that I can use for furniture flipping, which is great. It's a piece of crap, but it works, and that's better than having nothing. So that's the exciting part. It's great. The bittersweet part is that the money it took to purchase this vehicle was kind of like all the money that I had set aside to go back to Portugal. It's a really long story, and I don't know if you guys really want. Whoops, I accidentally cut that video short. But I don't know if you guys really want to know the story behind it. I'll give you the briefest little like timeline of it. So last November, I went to Portugal to move there, to stay there for probably up to 2 years. By the end of December, pretty much very beginning of January, things happened. Things weren't going the way I thought. So I came back in January. But in my mind, at least my mind, I was coming back for 2 weeks maximum. Then I was going to go right back to Evo, and we were going to figure this out, and I just needed a mental break. That's what I was thinking. So that's kind of the first part of the story. So continuing the story, okay, so I'm back, and I stayed back for 2 weeks, kind of thinking like, okay, I need to book my tickets, because it's also really cheap to fly back, or to fly anywhere at the end of January. So I was like, I gotta book my tickets, I gotta discuss this with Evo, and get back to him. But little did I know, he didn't think I was ready to come back, and so I was like, okay, it's not really what I thought was gonna happen. And then I kind of just kept getting this feeling of, he doesn't want me back. He doesn't want me to come back. He doesn't want to make the changes, or doesn't have time, or doesn't want to prioritize the changes that we would need to make for us to like work. And so he just kept saying like, oh, it's not the right time. It's not the right time. And I'm living with my parents at the moment, which is not something that's awesome. And what I mean by that, like, my parents are awesome, and I'm so thankful for them letting me stay here. But it's not awesome the fact that I am 28, and I thought I would have a husband, kids, and a house by now, but my life has been insane. So anyways, back to the living situation of like, okay, it's not the ideal situation to be here. So I'm kind of stuck with getting the pressure of, okay, I need to get a job, I need to get a car, I need to get all these things to start living my life if I'm going to be here for a while, and if I'm not going back to Portugal. But I always kind of had this little bit of hope that like Portugal would want me back, and in that way, I mean, like, Evo would be like, come back, I need you, or, you know, relationship stuff, you know, that's hard. That is hard. Relationships are hard. Okay. yes, we know relationships are very hard. And then try putting on moving to a new country and different cultures and being surrounded by people who don't know you in the slightest bit makes it a lot harder. So you really, both of the people in the relationship for a long distance in a multicultural relationship have to be like 100% in. And if someone isn't 100% in, it's most likely gonna not work out and end badly. And so I don't think both of us were 100% in. And it's just what happened. It's just how it goes, I guess, because you can't force someone to want you or to make you feel loved or anything. Like, you just have to figure it out yourself. And that's what I've been doing all the time, like my whole life. And by that I mean like my whole life with relationships with boys. I do not have a good track record. I do not do well in that category. So, anyways, I have been here for quite some time, a lot longer than I thought I would be here in the US, and I just don't get the feeling of that I am gonna go back. Like, just mixed feelings. It's been a roller coaster. I feel like sometimes I'm wanted and sometimes I'm not. So like, I gotta just make a decision. I just gotta do it. And so this car has been kind of one of those decisions where I can't just wait around for the rest of my life. I gotta live my life. So I decided to purchase this vehicle, which means bittersweetness. Oh, I don't know what's to come in the future for this whole content YouTube creation stuff. I've been thrown around to a lot of different subjects, and again, the main reason is to document my life, but I was kind of hoping things would work out for me once in a while. But it seems to be documenting all the fails, which I have a lot. So anyways, I guess, who knows, maybe in 2 years I'll be in France, or maybe next month I will be buying my own house. Who knows? Not me. I never know. Even when I plan and work really, really hard and give 100%, even to someone else, it never works out. So, hang on. We're both on this ride together.